The Celestial Masters, also known as the Way of the Five Pecks of Rice, Wudumi Dao, emerged in the late Eastern Han Dynasty, 25 to 220 CE, a tumultuous period in Chinese history marked by widespread social, political, and environmental crises. The Han court, weakened by corruption and power struggles, struggled to maintain control over the empire. Natural disasters, including floods and famine, compounded the suffering of the populace, leading to widespread unrest. Against this backdrop, spiritual movements offering solace, order, and hope began to rise, among them the Celestial Masters. Zhang Daoling, the founder of the movement, was an accomplished scholar versed in classical Confucian texts and traditional Taoist thought. Disillusioned by the moral decay and chaos of his time, he retreated to the mountains of Sichuan, seeking spiritual enlightenment through meditation and communion with the Tao. It was during this period of seclusion that Zhang reportedly received a divine vision from Taishang Laojun, the deified form of Laozi and one of the supreme deities in Taoism. In this revelation, Laozi appointed Zhang as the first celestial master, Tianxi, and entrusted him with the mission of restoring harmony to the world by spreading the teachings of the Tao. Zhang's vision not only legitimized his spiritual authority, but also provided a unifying framework for the emerging Taoist movement. His emphasis on communal living, moral integrity, and the pursuit of immortality resonated with a population yearning for stability and purpose. Thus, the Celestial Masters gained a following, establishing themselves as one of the first organized Taoist sects. Immortality, both literal and metaphorical, was at the heart of the Celestial Masters' teachings. In Taoism, immortality is not simply the indefinite extension of life, but the attainment of spiritual enlightenment and union with the Tao. This dual pursuit, physical longevity and spiritual transcendence, was approached through a holistic system of practices encompassing ritual, morality, and the cultivation of vital energy. One of the most visible aspects of the Celestial Masters' quest for immortality was their engagement with alchemy. Practitioners sought to create the elixir of life, a substance believed to bestow eternal life or perfect health. Alchemical experiments involved the manipulation of natural elements such as mercury, sulfur, and gold. These elements were thought to possess transformative properties that, when combined in precise proportions, could emulate the cosmic processes of creation and balance. While external alchemy captured the imagination of many, it was not without its risks. The use of toxic substances like mercury often resulted in unintended harm, underscoring the limits of human mastery over nature. Recognizing the dangers of external alchemy, the Celestial Masters increasingly turned to internal alchemy, a practice emphasizing meditation, breath control, and visualization. Internal alchemy sought to refine the body's energies and transform the practitioner into a spiritually immortal being. This process involved cultivating the three treasures: Sanbao, Jing, essence, Qi, vital energy, and Shen, spirit. By harmonizing these energies, practitioners aimed to achieve a state of inner balance and alignment with the Tao. Internal alchemy also reflected the Taoist worldview that the human body is a microcosm of the universe. Just as the cosmos operates through the interplay of yin and yang, so too does the body rely on the dynamic balance of its internal forces. Through disciplined practice, adherents sought to transcend the limitations of physical existence and merge with the infinite. The Celestial Masters emphasized a moral and ritualistic framework designed to align individual and communal life with the principles of the Tao. This framework was both practical and spiritual, offering adherents a structured path to self-improvement and cosmic harmony. One of the movement's most distinctive practices was the ritual of confession. Followers were encouraged to confess their transgressions, both to spiritual authorities and within their communities. This practice was believed to purify the soul, restore harmony, and prevent the accumulation of spiritual pollution that could obstruct the path to immortality. Confession was often accompanied by ritual offerings and acts of penance. These practices not only reinforced personal accountability, but also cultivated a collective ethos of moral integrity and mutual support. The Celestial Masters established self-sufficient communities known as parishes, Zhi, each governed by spiritual leaders appointed by the Celestial Master. These parishes served as laboratories for the Taoist vision of an ideal society, emphasizing cooperation, equality, and spiritual growth. Members shared resources, participated in communal rituals, and adhered to a strict moral code, creating a microcosm of cosmic harmony. The Celestial Masters' teachings extended to the realm of health and medicine, reflecting Taoism's holistic approach to well-being. They viewed illness as a manifestation of spiritual or moral imbalance and sought to address its root causes through a combination of physical remedies, ritual practices, and moral reform. Taoist healers employed traditional Chinese medical practices, including the use of herbal remedies and acupuncture, to restore balance within the body. These techniques were grounded in the Taoist understanding of qi and the body's meridian system, which channels vital energy. In addition to physical treatments, the Celestial Masters performed elaborate healing rituals to expel spiritual impurities and appease malevolent forces. These rituals often involved chanting, talismans, and invocations of Taoist deities, reflecting the interconnectedness of the physical and spiritual realms. The Celestial Masters' ritual practices were designed to forge a connection between the human and divine realms. Central to these rituals was the veneration of a pantheon of Taoist deities, including Taisheng Laojun, the Jade Emperor, and various celestial beings. These deities were seen as intermediaries who could guide and protect adherents on their spiritual journey. Regular offerings and festivals formed an integral part of the Celestial Masters' religious calendar. These events provided opportunities for communal worship, reflection, and celebration. They also reinforced the movement's emphasis on gratitude, humility, and cosmic harmony. Talismanic practices were another hallmark of the Celestial Masters. Practitioners created and used talismans, symbols imbued with spiritual power, to invoke protection, heal ailments, or ward off malevolent forces. These talismans reflected the Taoist belief in the power of symbolic representation to influence the unseen forces of the universe. The Celestial Masters faced numerous challenges throughout their history, including internal divisions, rival religious movements, and political upheavals. One of the most significant challenges came from the rise of Buddhism in China, which offered a similarly comprehensive spiritual framework. In response, the Celestial Masters incorporated Buddhist elements into their teachings, creating a syncretic tradition that appealed to a broader audience. The movement also evolved organizationally. By the Tang Dynasty, 618–907 CE, leadership had become hereditary, with the title of Celestial Master passed down through Zhang Daoling's descendants. This dynastic structure ensured continuity, but also led to accusations of elitism and nepotism. Despite these challenges, the Celestial Masters have endured as a cornerstone of Taoism's spiritual heritage. Their teachings continue to inspire modern practitioners seeking harmony with nature, spiritual growth, and the mysteries of the Tao. The movement's headquarters at Longhu Shan, Dragon and Tiger Mountain, remains a revered site of pilgrimage, symbolizing the enduring legacy of the Celestial Masters. In the contemporary world, the Celestial Masters' holistic approach to life, emphasizing balance, compassion, and the interconnectedness of all things, resonates with those seeking alternatives to the fragmentation and alienation of modern existence. Their teachings offer a timeless reminder that the path to immortality lies not in escaping life, but in embracing its mysteries with wisdom and humility.